4 chapters to go, and the next memory was the Fairy Tail Zero. Gotta say, I really loved the Fairy Tail Zero. It was a great combination of emotion and loss. Also see some pictures, including a picture of a naked Yuvia, but that's interesting. But the chapter itself, well, it's not exactly uninteresting, but it's getting closer and closer towards the one thing I actually did not want to happen, because only because I know that the hatred is only going to grow even more. But by now I'm actually begging for an ass pull, which I have a feeling, I mean, not feeling, it's obvious we are gonna get it. Question is, just how much is that hatred then going to big? I mean, grow. Probably so immense that the next time Fairy Tail has a, well, when the next time anime have a voting, what's the most hated manga, probably do that. Hell, I want to shoot these guys ever and say that they should be so petty, but even I will have to admit, I would not have liked that. Yes, I am complaining, but I'm complaining at the haters, not at the chapters itself, with Fairy Tail Chapter 521. 542! And, yes, this is me, the Despair Reviewer, Angry Anime Fan. As Aknologia's body begins to attack Magnolia, it turns out that he has, as we said before, Aknologia's physical body is fighting the Dragon Slayers, while his real body is attacking. Therefore, he has no reason, he is just pure destructive instinct right now. And the Dragon Slayers, well, they have a very hard time fighting Aknologia, which is not surprising, but it's also not so very welcoming still, because that just means then even more questions, just how is he going to be defeated. Elsewhere, the gangs are gathering, and Elsa is of course one of the first who says that she's gonna knock him out of the sky. Even I would have said to, even I, and yes, I admit, even I complained and said, oh, seriously? Because, well, don't get me wrong, Ersa was one of the best female characters out there. It's just the fact that she has done it all herself was one of the reasons why I complain about that. So the Sabertooth are luring Acnologia towards the harbor, where they're gonna put him on a ship that is the left of Alvarez. They're by extracting, and also Crime Secor is also helping, by extracting or beaming out extreme amount of magic. Acnologia's body is following them because he's following up instinct. Also, through the chaos when the library temporarily fell under, Lucy successfully found the book with Ferrisbear. But the Dragon Slayers, well, they don't have so very much good time. Eric's organs is bent to rupture, and all the others being thrown around. However, despite the obvious battle being in Acnologia's favor, the Dragon Slayers refuse to give up, which of course the haters are also going to complain about blah 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 blah, power feelings and blah 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 blah. And then I'm gonna have to say to them, well, yeah, well, go ahead. You try to beat yourself up. Are you gonna give up when you're gonna be beat down? Probably you are. So in the end, this has nothing to do with power of feelings yet. It has just with them wishing that they're not going to give up, at least not until they die. A true manga artist and a true storytellings, when they have these themes, it doesn't matter even if they're outclassed. A true hero like this never gives up until he dies. In some instance, that is pathetic, but this is a manga which it's completely legal. If this was a despair manga, then it would have been pathetic. So it's not anything to do with that. They get to the ship, have the book, as the Acnologia spirit laughs at them, saying that even though they complain this is their last dance, he proclaims that they haven't even started. And so, when it looks like everything will begin as Fairy Tail will join hands, it's pretty sweet to see Eva holding Elfman. I don't know, you say what you will, but she, this saying, let's hold hands there, was actually kind of sweet. But then it happens, the one thing I actually did not want to happen. Acnologia gathers his powers, the dragon body gathers his powers, and fires it off, and destroys every single ship in the harbor. He instinctively destroyed his weakness, his motion sickness. So, yeah. I thought getting him on a ship and making him motion sick would actually have been a good idea, because if you think about it, that would actually have shaken his mind, and the Dragon Slayers have a long time been proven that when they cannot focus in their mind, I mean motion sickness, then they become weak. And I think that if Agnologia got motion sick, then his spirit would have become weak, and then he would finally have been damaged. So in the end, I actually believed that was a good way to damage Agnologia. I mean, it sounded a little silly and even stupid sometimes, but it actually made sense. And now you're telling me he destroyed every single one of the ships? Okay. I don't like this despair. But now it is very obvious that we are going to get an asshole. I mean, hell, I won't mind the asshole, but I have a feeling though that whatever the asshole is going to be, it's gonna be something no one is gonna like. Not even the few fans of Fairy Tail left. Then again, I don't really know how many there are left. If we say there's 1,000,000 people in the world in one place, how many people would be a Fairy Tail fan? If we only say 5,000, then we have all the right to be discouraged. But yeah, I didn't really like that Agnologia is winning right here. Still, we have 4 chapters to go. So now is the question, what are they gonna do now? No freaking idea. They do have a fairy swear, so technically they can still trap him. But then again, seeing that Agnologia can eat magic, maybe he will just eat that one. But the next week's chapter is called Connected Hearts. So in the end, it's going to... the only thing that can stop this despair is everyone's thoughts together. Linked hearts, so to speak. But we'll see how that will happen. 4 chapters left, and we'll see, right? So give me your thoughts if you have any.